So welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to have you all along today. How amazing. We are officially doing this powerful masterclass, and this is something that I am super passionate about sharing to really help beautiful soulpreneurs, beautiful soul-led entrepreneurs get their message, their mission out into the world, to really discover your true purpose, to really connect deeply to what's possible and anchor in your highest timeline. And with that, we get to tap into abundance. You get to have freedom. You get to anchor in the highest timeline of what is possible. And magic gets to happen on repeat. So before we start, I'd love to know where you're at. Yep, Deb, you have to unmute. Can't hear a word.
Before I forget, I just need to say that we've got no power here and haven't had since 6 this morning.
Oh,
My
wow.
phone wasn't fully charged, so if I happen to drop out, it's probably because my phone's ran out of charge.
Oh, good, darling. You'll be able to catch the rest after.
Yeah, but just so that you knew what was happening.
Yeah, totally okay. So we are going to dive deep today. Do I have permission to take you on a journey of not only where you're at, but go really deep into what's possible for you and get you to anchor in your own light? So I love people that work with me, whether it's you're working with me one-on-one in challenges, in my group programs, or in masterclasses like this. I want powerful shifts to happen for you today. So I'm holding the intention that you will connect deeply to your divine knowing and to have that shift to know what is possible, whether you continue with me or not. It is not about that. This masterclass is to help you see the enormity of what is possible, but also the beauty. So I'd love to hear from you. And for those that are new to my space, I will introduce myself, don't worry. But for those, I would love to know, and just type in the comments, one, you're already in your soul-led business. You would know exactly what your purpose is and you're on fire. Two, you have a feeling, but you're still launching your business. You're at the beginning. Or three, you are just coming along because this sounds cool and you want to know more about how to do your spiritual work, but you're at the beginning, like you're just gone through the awakening. So give me a 1, 2, 3, just helps me anchor in where you are at. 2, amazing. 2, amazing. Amazing. And I'd love to know, where is everyone in the world? So let me know where you are at. We've got a 2, we've got a 2. Amazing. So this is perfect for where you're at. Sydney, amazing. Victoria, beautiful. Hopefully it's as warm as Adelaide. Amazing. So welcome. Today we're diving into unlocking your purpose and abundance in 2025. I'm packing but listening. Awesome, Sue. Totally okay. So this is to really connect you deeply to your purpose and really activate that abundance. And we'll go into what that looks like and how that is possible. I'm a 3 going into a 2. Ooh, celebrating you, Bronwyn. Yes, you're in the right place. I remember like yesterday when I started. I've been in spiritual business 20 years, maybe plus, without giving my age away. And I feel like I can remember it like it was yesterday, that nervous excitement and that knowing and that going, can I do this? And all the feels that come with it. But I'd love to say it gets easier, but every level is what happens. So the next step today's masterclass is the next step in your soul evolution. This is the next step in expansion, in connection, in deeply diving into who you're here to be and what is possible for you outside the realms of knowing. And what I mean by knowing, and I'll dive into it in a minute, is we put a container on what's possible. Who knows they've done that? You put a container by the humanness of going, oh, this is what's possible. I can only get here. I'd be happy if this happened. We forget that we are limitless. Beyond the realms of our human conditioning, there is unlimited potential in each one of you to have that anchor in what is possible, to anchor in that deep knowing. Gold Coast, amazing. Oh, that sounds good. Let's all go there. We can resume the masterclass. So the spark that shifted everything was for me and knowing that I was here for more. And knowing that, yes, I'm on my spiritual journey and yes, I'm on this self-discovery. And when my marriage broke down and I hit rock bottom and I kind of went, this can't be it. This can't be my story. You know, 3 little kids, no luggage, no house, practically homeless, going, I can't be struggling to put food on the table. This can't be my truth, my story. And I went, show me what's possible. I'm here and I'm ready to go all in. I didn't know what that meant, but I knew that I wanted more. I knew that there was more for me beyond the everyday struggle, beyond the what do I do? So I opened my little business, as people say, you know, oh, your sideline thing. Who's got their sideline thing? And they just go, oh yeah, I've got my little business, you know, mooching away. For me, that little business was, I want to be doing this full time. I want to be doing what I love. I want to help people. I want to make an impact. And I want to do it in a way that feels aligned, that feels good, that feels in the frequency of what's possible. And then everything started shifting. Be careful what you ask for. Okay, just a word of advice. Because what you put out there, you will receive. But the bridge is the journey between that. So if you're asking for, I want sold out programs, or I want to help, you know, 20 people, 50 people, I want to run retreats, I want to get my offers out there, I want to heal people, I want to run online programs, whatever your vision is, or knowing or connection, be prepared for the shifts to get you there, because that can get uncomfortable for people, and that's where they run screaming or they shut down and go, I don't know if I can do this. Because on the other side of your comfort zone, a whole level of knowing is waiting for you. So I went all in on my business. I want that. I want everything they're promising. But what I didn't realize is, with signing up with a 3D coach or signing up with someone who wasn't soul aligned would burn me out. It actually took me further away from myself. So I had to shut down everything, reconnect to my soul and go, what am I really here to do? And what's congruent with me? Because I'm not here to burn out. I'm not here to hustle. I'm not here to convince anyone to work with me. I'm here to shine my light and create shifts. And when that happens, magic happens. So if you've been trying to work it out or going, I just need to post every day, or I need to do it like this, or someone told me this is the best way, scrap all that. That just leads to disconnection from your soul and a real incongruency in who you are. It actually insults us as human beings, going, we can't tap into our own wisdom, because your wisdom is there. Your wisdom is deeply there. So on the left is me when I left with my 3 little kids, no income, no house, and actually no car, because he decided he was going to take that. And I was so disconnected from myself. I had severe anxiety. I couldn't speak. So my throat chakra was completely blocked, where I love wearing blue and green, heart chakra and throat. And I really went on that self-discovery. And fast forward today, I'm doing what I love. I'm engaged to my soulmate. I travel the world. I've achieved my dream of Hawaii. I do this as many days as I want to. I get to connect, spend time with my boys, walk to the beach. I manifested the house I live in. This gets to be your reality. So wherever you're at in your journey, I want you to realize that that's just your growth. That's your leap. That's that stepping stone before the quantum leap. Because on the other side of where you're at, a whole world is waiting for you. And if you have clients right now and you're like, I want to dive deeper into my purpose and expand, this is for you too. So we're going into all areas of what can help. And the things that really shifted it for me, to not only go into the realms of what's possible, but to go beyond that. That boundary you have, like when I started my business, I was like, oh, I just want 10K months. And that was my thing. So I did, okay, what do I need to get there? Then I got to have 10K days. This is the magic. So wherever you think you want to earn, whether it's 3K, 2K, 1K, you go beyond that. I thought 10K was the holy grail. Once I got there, there's no need for anything else. It's not I want 10K days. It's I want to help people on such a true level that abundance is is an activator for all the good I can do, for the help I can give, for the amazing transformations I get to provide, for you guys stepping up to do this work and the ripple effect on the planet. My why runs deeper than the abundance. Does that make sense? Because if we just chase that, we get disconnected from our soul and it takes us on a journey of real separation. And you might start doing things and trying to sell in a way that's not congruent. So your highest guidance, does everyone have like a bit of a vision of what's possible, like their next level? They just know in their soul they're here for more. They just have this, I can see it, I can feel it. Yeah. That's your highest guidance. That's your deep knowing of what's possible. So spirit comes in and shows you a vision. And I thought back in the day when spirit showed me a vision, so they whispered to me to study a certain modality. And I'd never really heard my guides, but I was determined I wanted to learn about intuition and understand. And I'm someone that has been born psychic. So I grew up seeing spirits, seeing people that pass, knowing people's future. By high school, I was predicting things that always came true for family and friends. And I still do it today. I'll still go, this is happening, this is in your energy. And when I work with clients, I can't help but see what's possible. And I'll go, this is the step to get you there, or what's the bridge that's going to take you further. And I see your highest timeline. And when you see that, when you connect to that, that spirit showing you the next level. They're not going to give you everything because that will freak you out. Who's had a big vision and freaks out and goes, I don't know if that's for me. Like I have a client right now I'm working with that knows she has a big vision and a mission. And sometimes I can tell her nervous system goes, and I'm like, it's okay. You're just breaking through the next layer. And this is how we're going to do this. So we can do that energetically, but also with her strategy. So your vision, your knowing is what spirit is guiding you to do next. And it's not always purpose related. So if you're trying to chase your purpose or really work out what it looks like, it may be you need to walk at the beach. It may be you need that salt bath, call that friend, book in for that healing, study that thing. But this is your soul guidance versus the ego. The ego will say, just Netflix binge and eat McDonald's. And what else does the ego say? Don't worry about it today. Just go do anything else. Your soul will say, sit silently, listen to its whispers. That's the intuitive nudges that got me to have sold out programs, to have a waiting list, to have back-to-back clients, was trusting the intuitive nudge of what's next. What's next? Show me the next steps. Show me the next level. So if you're starting out growing or you're really trying to anchor in that highest timeline, really connect in. And today, just listen to what is your soul's wisdom. Does it need you to unplug? Does it need you to practice stillness? Does it need you to switch off your phone? Go for a walk, read a book, do a meditation. That intuitive knowing is what anchors in the next level. So that's the bridge between where you're at, and that's the deep activation work is actually connecting and unhooking all the old hooks. So what happens is, as you all know, we are in, we're in a paradigm of human conditioning. We're in a paradigm of 3D, the matrix. All the old slave codes have been deeply embedded in our DNA. And they say it takes, we're carrying 7 generations of trauma. So as you're unhooking those, if you're not stopping and listening to your own soul, if you're not stopping to really connect into your guidance, what happens is we become so disconnected and we keep playing the old program, the old record. And the old record is, it's all too hard. I'm never going to get there. Who am I to be doing this work? I'm too old, too young, whatever story, no time, you know. I had all those things on a program. And with three little kids to feed and house, it was a lot of pressure. But I went, no, I'm trusting in something beyond myself. And that led me to work with coaches, business coaches, strategy coaches, and follow those intuitive nudges of who felt right. When it didn't feel right, what happened was it would blow up. I would have to quit, or I would end up with physical aches and pains. So no matter where you're at in your journey, spirit will push you back to where you need to be. You've come in with a soul's blueprint of what is possible. It's encoded in your DNA, and you are here to break those ancestral codes. That is the conditioning that we're constantly unhooking. So if you think of the hooks that are in, we're programmed in different hooks around limitations on money, limitations on freedom, limitations on clients, whatever old hooks you've hooked into, self-esteem, no, not good enough, doubt, fear, never enough, not being able to meet a soulmate, travel's impossible, how am I ever going to get the money? All those things are hooks and old slave codes of what's possible. When you start unhooking them and unplugging from them, you plug in a new timeline, and then you start activating and breaking the boundaries. So if you think of this is our conditioning and this is what we're programmed in, and you're hitting the ceiling constantly. So this is you going, I want this, but then the doubt comes in. So you hit the ceiling. Once you smash through that layer, that's your activation. Then you step onto, you collapse your old timeline. And that is the old timeline. That's been that program that's been running in lifetimes. And hey, the past lives where we're persecuted for being ourselves, who knew? Now we're back, like, watch us soar, hey. So when you start plugging into the highest timeline, to the frequency, to the activation, and you blast through that barrier, magic will happen on repeat, because then you will step into limitless potential, abundance, and activations. So your purpose, whatever you feel strongly is your first step, is that intuitive nudge beyond your knowing, even when it doesn't make sense. That intuitive nudge is what will get you to break the boundaries. So if you're still going, but I don't know if that's my purpose, or I've got 5 things I want to be doing, or we're all multimodality, we're healers, we're here to learn many things, but really I believe we remember when we study something. We're not learning, we're remembering. You're anchoring your multimodality, and it's what feels right, what lifts you with joy. If you had a client right now, what would you want to do to transform their life? What would that first thing be, that offer? That will shift and change. In a year's time, you may download something else. The many modalities I've studied, health coaching, hypnotherapy, psychic work, spiritual development, meditations. There's so much I've studied to get me to where I am. It was all a tool. It was all a journey. So once you start going bigger than the boundaries you set for yourself, you get to go into the quantum field. And the quantum field is that highest timeline, like I said. And then what happens is you collapse old timelines. So I've had clients I work with that collapse an old timeline from choosing a different path, from going, you know what? I am ready to launch that before I'm ready. I'm ready to go all in and feel that growth in my body, my nervous system, and collapse that old timeline and actually do this before I'm ready. And then you start seeing that unlimited abundance, that unlimited potential. And then you start going beyond the realms of knowing. Because then spirit, instead of having the push-pull with the ego, or the push-pull with fear and doubt and overwhelm, and can I ever get there? Is this ever going to work? How am I going to grow my business? What happens is you're actually anchoring in, going, I'm beyond the boundary now. I've bypassed that. You get to then dabble in the realms of your true creativity, and you become a clear channel. You become a clear channel, because you're opening up your crown to receive your highest guidance, and it gets to flow through because you're no longer sitting in the density of of those lower vibrational feelings of doubt, the fear, the overwhelm, the distrust, the disconnection, the can I do this, the constant push-pull, and then it gets to flow. Like I got a creative idea yesterday and I get excited going, when am I launching this? But I know it's not time yet because I've got a lot in the pipeline. That's the excitement you want of what's next. But back when I started, for those who are just, in the journey and really getting ready to level up, I had a clear idea of what that may look like, even if I didn't have the clear title. So I knew I wanted to run online programs. I knew I wanted to really help people transform. So those are the things you start with. So just start writing down some ideas of what would that look like. And back then I wanted to rent a room full time and I did all that. So I ticked all the boxes. What do you want to earn a month? How many clients do you want to see a week? What kind of, how many days a week? Do you want to quit your other job? So really think about what are the things that are really important to you and start anchoring them in. This is before you even know your purpose or get a clear idea of an offer or a program you want to run. If you do know your offer, you can ramp it up and go, all right, what's my next thing I'm going to put out there? Has that helped like anchor it in for everyone a bit more of going, oh, I can see where I haven't been, because if we spend more times in the quantum field of creation, the ego, the doubt, the humanness, that those old plugins, they don't get to play anymore. And so your abundance has no choice but to materialize. That is powerful. So this year, who's excited for 25? We're at the end of January. Last year, who's with me? Give me, just comment wherever you were at last year. Felt it was a real, even though we went into 24 going, oh, come on, this is going to be awesome. It was a real healing and growth year. Who felt that? Who had some big shifts last year? Like there's some stuff you just had to face, overcome, move through. Comment if you're with me. Like who's with me on that? It was quite intense. Yeah, it was a year. It was a year. But when you see that was to re-encode your cells, that was actually to upgrade you. So last year it was like, okay, we've got some density to shift through, because if you want to get to here, we've got to heal this stuff. We've got to clear this stuff. For me, it was a really deep connection year and a real healing and a real facing myself of who do I want in my sphere? What are my soul clients I want to keep close to me? And who am I choosing to work with, connect to, and are they aligned? Like a lot shifted for me in choices and how I'm running my soul-led business. Is it conducive for who I am? So I had a lot of deep shifts and a lot of changes. This year is we're going to be manifesting and ramping it up faster than ever. That's why I'm really talking to you about the quantum, the highest timelines. Because once you start anchoring in that new vibration and energy of what you're wanting to bring in, it's going to happen quickly. It's going to happen super fast. But this year is ramping up. And if you think about your cells, last year, your cells had to re-encode, like your DNA was shifting. This year, it's like rapid. It's moving fast. And for those, and then we're collapsing, things are happening quickly. Do you remember, or maybe, I'm showing my age again. I remember when I started 15, 20 years ago, really learning about spiritual development, and processes used to take forever. It was like, you've got to do step 1 to 10, and then you do this, and then you do that. Who feels like now you just go, okay, done, clear my energy, done. And it's so much quicker. That's the manifesting as well. So our cells are activated and moving faster. And when we move into the quantum, when we activate those highest timelines, it happens quickly. And I can't say for you, it will happen in a week, a month, but it will guarantee to happen. Everything is in my current reality right now is a manifestation of what I put into the world. And I wasn't afraid to do the deep work, the healing, and go through the swamp to get there. Because too often we don't want to go in the swamp. We try and go around it. And who's tried to do that? And then it all blows up in your face. Yeah. I've had to leave jobs, relationships, friendships, that no longer aligned. And it was brutal sometimes. Breaking up with friends sometimes hurts more than a boyfriend, just saying. And I had to make some tough choices, and those I knew were for my soul's growth. So really pay attention to what is in your world right now, and is it fully aligned? Because we become the top three people we hang around. So I'm going to hang with you guys because you're pretty cool, and that's going to help. We'll just shift. Let's stay in this container. Hey, let's stay in this group. So when you start leaving behind the old paradigms and versions that no longer serve, you start shifting into a different vibration, and it gets to happen fast. So the old paradigms and versions, I want you to think about, and you can write in the comments because sharing helps everyone. What are the versions you know are not coming with you? Is it you've been procrastination? Is it limiting beliefs? Is it not good enough? Is it staying stuck? Is it I don't know? I don't know what to do. Those versions need to go. Not being clear or not feeling like you know enough. I've heard that one a lot. I don't know enough. It's like, yeah, you do. I can see your wisdom. You're a teacher. I had a conversation with a client. I'm so excited that's getting started soon. And we talked yesterday, and I said, you've got teacher energy. And she's like, oh, I've heard that before. And I'm like, no, no, no. This is the next step for you. And she was like, no. And I said, we're going to be starting working together soon. This is the shift you're going to go through. Get ready, because you're going to be launching some powerful stuff and stepping into a different energy. Don't think she's on today, but she'll be listening. So all of what you just said, amazing. Yeah. So really, and it's done. So once that drops into your awareness of what no longer serves, it shifts out. It's when we don't have awareness that it stays like sticky glue, or that, remember that stuff the kids used to play with and it sticks everywhere? I think mine used to throw it on the roof and leave red marks. It that's the sticky stuff we're pulling off. So the minute you go, you know what? I'm not identifying with that version anymore, then it gets to unhook. And then you get to anchor in new ones. How powerful is that? How powerful is that? So we came here to break the rules and activate timelines. And breaking the rules means stepping into your highest timeline of abundance, whatever that looks like for you. So when you break the rules, you're saying, you know what? Don't tell me I can just earn 10K months. Don't tell me I'm just getting 5 clients. Don't tell me this is my ceiling of what I can earn, or it's too hard for healers to make a living, whatever crap goes on out there. Or don't tell me spiritual people can't earn a living doing what they love. I bought into that paradigm, and it had me working 2 jobs, trying to grow my business and burning myself out, giving so much to everyone and becoming a yes person. Who's with me on that? So none of that is true. That's the conditioning they want you to stay trapped in. Break the ceiling on those beliefs. I am proof that you can have sold out programs. And I'm saying, before I was doing this next step that Spirit guided me to do, before this, I'd rented a room and I was back to back clients. So that is possible. I had to quit my other job because I was so busy. That gets to be your reality. I've been messaging. Oh, that's okay. You're sharing with someone personal. Oh, good, Nicole. I saw nothing then. You'll have to reshare. Oh, good. So the truth of who you really are is you're a soul that came here with key codes, with embedded key codes, and a blueprint of what is possible for you, a map. That blueprint is encoded in your soul. It's all there. And then you came in with the human casing. That's one who finds it clunky some days. When you've meditated or you wake up and you go, oh, I'm back. It's like getting out of the pool and you just go, you feel heavy when you step. The truth of who you really are is you are that soul that came here in this paradigm to break free. The truth of who you really are is you're powerful beyond your knowing. You have a message to share. You have an impact to make in the world. The truth of who you really are is you're here to experience abundance and freedom. The truth of who you really are is you're here to break free of that conditioning, to find your true authentic voice. And the truth of who you really are is you are more powerful than you realize. And you have some really important work to do on this planet. And you have a mission that goes beyond your knowing. And the truth is, you are so powerful that when you see the beauty of the impact you're here to make, and less in how and where and why and what, magic will happen on repeat. Who knows how powerful they are? Give me a yes and just anchor that in. Just give me a yes, because that is going to anchor that in your soul's knowing. This is the activation of getting those cells and that ripple effect to start moving through you. Yes, Bronwyn. You don't have to type it out again, Nicole. It's in the quantum. Yes, Nicole. It's in the quantum. They heard you. Amazing. No one else realizes how powerful they are. Come on, guys. Let's do this. Because this is like you saying to the universe, I am powerful, I'm ready, I am knowing, I'm here, and I am no longer staying small and staying stuck. This is my time. Yes, Sue, I was just talking about you before. Oops, spoilers. About your next powerful level. Yes, Lisa, amazing. Because the truth of who you are, and I want you to write around this or sit with this after and go, this is my truth. I am powerful and I am deserving and I am ready to receive. And I am ready to break that conditioning. All good, Sue. You're here for what you need, and we'll have the replay. Amazing. So you came here with the key codes to unlock your highest timeline. It's in you. When you start unlocking those and so take out the old plugs. Who's had plugs that start sparking in the wall? They're the ones you want to get rid of. And then you put in the new ones, and the new ones are 5D, are activations, are breaking boundaries, are abundance flowing in, is clients on repeat, is showing up in a way that feels aligned for you, not because someone told you it has to be like that. That is the magic that will happen on repeat. That is the magic. So your key codes for what is possible for you and your true mission and purpose is all there. You're now unlocking it. So you already have the key codes within you. So your intuition, and I know you're all intuitive, so I'm not even going to ask you if you are, because you wouldn't be here if you weren't. You're intuitive. Your intuition, your innate knowing, shows you your highest timeline. This is showing you what's possible and your highest guidance of what's possible. I've had many visions before I'm ready, before my knowing. And others tell you, don't they? They'll be like, I can see this in your energy, or I've had a feeling you're going to be doing that. And it gives you the signs and synchronicities. So the signs come through feathers, numbers, music, repetitive things, dreams, knowings, and it shows you the next steps. It will say, this is your next step. Like I know when I'm going to work with someone because it's an intuitive nudge and I just get a soul aligned yes. And then I'm all in. And sometimes my ego will come in and go, oh, I don't know, this is scary. That's after. And that's normal because we question everything, but just like we question our mission. But your intuition, your innate wisdom is your soul's knowing. And that is being there the whole time. And that is working with you. So really start tuning into what is my intuitive nudge and what is my ego that is trying to stop me? What is my ego's agenda? What's my ego trying to do? It wants to keep you safe. It wants to keep you in what you know. And that is the old slave codes. But when you start listening to your soul, it's going to start magic happening. Because I even knew when I was married and in my domestic violence relationship, I was like, this is not my forever. And I had a vision of being free. And every day I had a vision of being free and walking along the beach. And it felt calm and I looked happy and I was joyful. And I remember just focusing on that. And I didn't know how or where I'd get there or what the journey would be. And then guess what happened? One day I realized I'm living at the beach and every day I'm walking and I'm free. When spirit shows you a vision, you don't need to know what's the steps. Step 10, how do I do this? Hold that vision, that is the activation, and you will get there. It is guaranteed. That is how we call in our highest timeline, the quantum field of infinite potential, and we anchor it in our reality. And those intuitive nudges shift everything and start collapsing old timelines on repeat. I've seen clients quantum leap and collapse old timelines and things just happening super fast. I was working with a client who was going, oh, what are my friends and family going to think? I'm so scared to put my offers out there. I don't know. Everyone's going to talk. They don't even know what I do. They don't know I'm a healer. And she was freaking out. I said, what's the worst that happens? We talked through a bit of what was happening around her. She put it out there. Then, not even a month later, I kid you not, she got ready to launch her offer. It sold out in 5 minutes. She just shifted timelines, collapsed an old one, and simultaneously activated what is possible. This is the magic. But if she'd stayed stuck, she would have plugged into an old timeline, which is persecution energy of what we've all come from, of other lifetimes, of we can't talk about this, it's dangerous, stay small, we'll get in trouble. When she moved beyond that, and her family are actually her biggest supporters. This is the magic of what happens when we start shifting. So those intuitive nudges are what is going to collapse all timelines. So who's accepting their mission? Who's like, you know what? I'm all in now. Yes. So you get to powerfully serve. So you accept that your mission, and you are here to powerfully serve others. You are here to help humanity. And then you start aligning to your dreams, because your dreams are an activation of what is possible. And once you accept, magic happens on repeat. And you get to make an impact, because this is your soul's true mission, the reason you are here. And like we were talking about before, you are powerful. So you get to serve, you get to activate your highest timeline, your vision, your truth, your knowing, and then you make an impact on the planet. And this will happen simultaneously. So as the more you activate these timelines, the more you're collapsing old ones, new ones open up, and you simultaneously get to activate all these things. The ripple effect is it just keeps happening, and it gets to be with ease and flow, because you're not sitting, how do I do this? How do I get there? You're sitting in the quantum frequency of activation. The energetic work is what shifts everything. When I was trying to do strategy, it's boring. Who's tried that? It's clunky. It's soul destroying. It's numbing. It's like not fun. So your abundance and freedom as a multidimensional soul is that new plug-in of what you want to receive, of what you want to powerfully ask the universe for. And you are allowed to ask for what you want, whether that's a 10K month, 5K month, whether you just go, you know what, I just want 10 clients this week or 5 clients. And I have another client that does that and receives constantly, because she'll go, you know what, this week I've got space for 3. And she'll just like, and then just magic happens from that. Magic gets to happen. And I've had people reaching out to me yesterday going, just coming out of nowhere, because I'm in it, because of the energetic embodiment and frequency, going, how do I work with you? What's the next steps? What are you offering? And this is the stuff that gets to happen on repeat when you're in the frequency of flow, because you're doing alignment. It's such a different energy. Who knows roughly what they'd want to earn, or has a feeling of what they know, or are clients they'd love to call in. And if you're not in your offer yet, that's okay. So who are you as the next level entrepreneur, as the creator of your reality? What is that version of you that you're going to be birthing? Who's got a feeling of, who already knows the attributes, that confidence, that knowing, that stepping into the highest timeline, that anchoring in that new reality, that calling in of soul-led clients, that having people sign up on repeat, that moving and activating as the next level version of you before you're ready? So who are you in that vibration, as that higher vibration, as that highest timeline? You're showing up in a way that feels congruent. You're putting offers out into the world that feel aligned. You're reaching the people you need to reach. You're creating connection and that flow of abundance that keeps coming back to you and flows back out, because money is an energy and wealth creation is an energy. Who feels that shift from the old version that we were just connecting to that new version? That new version that's aligned, that's activated, that's ready. It's a massive shift. So your highest timeline, as we talked about, is your soul purpose. It's your soul mission, and it's creating a multi-dimensional business. And multi-dimensional business is doing things on your terms that feel aligned and activated. So when you start activating those new plugins, those highest timelines, that's the quantum leap from where you are to where you're going, because you're no longer looking back going, but I don't have evidence, it's scary, it's never worked in the past, why would it work now? And all of that, and just jumping in to what is possible. And you start plugging into that frequency. And I'm not saying you have to do anything today, but it just starts shifting. Yeah, it's a much better energy, Lisa. Love it. You can have some people, they love that goal. Some people, they love to go, you know what? I'm just going to serve. I'm here to serve. And what do I feel aligned with doing? And that shifts everything. But it's what works for you. There's no rules. Remember, we're breaking the rules. And it's what you need to anchor in and create that flow on that multidimensional level. Amazing. So once you start really activating the quantum field, once you really start moving into aligned action, you get to co-create a new reality. Because we are multidimensional and we are simultaneously, you have that new version of you birthing, you have that past you that's moving past, you're cutting ties to and sending love and healing for all versions of you, past, present, and future. But then you get to manifest and co-create a new reality when you know what you're anchoring in. So get some clarity on what that looks like for you, because when we manifest, we need clarity. We need to know what we're actually calling in the quantum realm. So get specific. Yeah. So my reality is that I'm in lack, and coming from that is not helping bring in clients. No, because when we're sitting in lack, we co-create more of that. Or we start the energy frequency we put out is more of that. So if you birth from a place of, I'm already abundant, it already exists in a multidimensional level of me, how do I move forward? So when I moved into the 10K months, it was, and this may help some of you, and I know this will help you, Lisa, it was, what would I be doing as a 10K version of me? What would that next level version of me that has sold out programs, that is aligned, activated, showing up? And I just breathed into it and I went, she'd be just doing it. She'd be confident. So straight away you sit up stronger. So you shake up and you go, all right, I'm confident, I'm ready, I'm powerful. And you start moving with that next level version of you before you're ready. Magic then happens. Because if we wait and go, well, I'll just wait for spirit, I used to think we just put it out there and let go. It's like, yes, one part is that, but another part is that's how you activate highest timelines, is doing that next level version of you connection that gets to powerfully anchor it into the now. It's the same as when I wanted to meet my soulmate. I did all the things, I think you get doves, you put a red candle, you clear out their side of the corner. I did all of that. But you know what powerfully brought him in within a month? I visualized the feeling of connecting to him. I imagined him next to me and spending time together. I imagined holding hands. I actually had a vision of lying down in bed and holding his hand. And when we met and we're lying down one day and I said, oh, I had this vision. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, I powerfully connected to this. So this is no different. This is how we manifest. I wanted my beachfront house, and I went, I want to live in a house that I can walk to the beach every day, that I can be at the beach, that I've got this beautiful nature around me. And I felt the energy of already happening. And just, like calling in clients, I was like, I just feel the clients coming towards me. They know they want to work with me. They'll see and feel my energy. They are already intuitive. They'll know I'm the right person for them and they'll feel it. I have no clarity or direction, so I stall at taking action. So I would start with the soul's guidance. I would start tuning in because sometimes our intuition and our action there's an incongruency. So I would start with what is my soul guidance today? And it may be nothing to do with your business. It may be sharpening your vibration. Does that help? So it may be reading a book, going for a walk, writing in a journal, getting really clear on what you're calling in, and then spirit will start bringing in the next steps. So if it's an offer or you're not sure on what to put out there, it could be like, all right, I'm just going to journal around. I'd like more clarity and then move in the way spirit guides me to. So when I started, I used to go to all these spiritual groups and all this different stuff, and everyone was powerfully healers and psychics. And I'm like, wow, these people are amazing. And they'd be like, what do you do, Callista? And I'd be like, I'm in transition. And it was really uncomfortable. And now I realize it was there all along. I was psychic all along. I've been a healer all along. I'm an empath. I know things. I just didn't see it in myself because I was too busy seeing it in everyone else. But we are a mirror. So what you see in me is already within you. And what you see in anyone in this beautiful masterclass is already there. We just question it. So I was going, I'm in transition. I used to say that all the time. I don't know. I was around the people I am. I'd found my tribe. I just couldn't see it. It was massive. So what are you calling in right now on as an energetic being? If you know that you can put your order to the universe right now and the ripple effect is it's received because we're co-creating in this masterclass, how powerful is that? What are you energetically calling in right now? And put it in the comments if you want to share. It could be sold out offers, could be 5 clients. Could be, and it might not be business. It might be, hey, I want to call in my soulmate or my new home or Mr. Right. Yep, I've been there, Nicole. You're speaking to the right person. Should write a book on that one. That was 10 years on my own, 10, 15 years. Don't recommend it to anyone. I think it was 10 years plus. Yeah, it was a journey. Yeah. So yeah, I've totally I manifested my man, and that was a journey in itself of what I had to go through for that. But yeah, share in the group if you want to, but what are you energetically calling in? And then you're anchoring it into the universe if that gets to happen. So Nicole, that's already in the quantum field. You've called that in, and now be prepared of the steps you need to take to have that happen and the shifts and the growth. That's how quickly it gets to happen. Just like I said, my client was like, all right, I'm ready. I'm ready to overcome being seen, and I'm ready to be seen. I'm ready to put my offers out there. And then she energetically embodied it before she was ready. Then she put her offer out, and then she was sold out like that. That's the magic. That's the magic of what happens. Your body already holds the codes to what's possible. You aren't searching for your next level. It's already there. It already exists. That multi-dimensional co-creator with the universe that is here to powerfully serve and create an impact, to have that freedom, to have that abundance, to call in not just in your business, but all areas of your life. Because to me, if you have an amazing business, but your life is shit, that's not co-creating. You want to be everything, where you live, your soulmate, the people around you, your friendships, your soul clients. You want it all to co-create. Your travel, the money in the bank, whatever that is for you, you want to be co-creating with the universe. It's already there. You already have the blueprint of what's possible. You are now just taking action to activate it. So abundance is your birthright to make an impact in the world. It is your birthright of what's possible. It already exists. And you are allowed to make money doing what you love. You are allowed to receive. And in the frequency of receiving, you get to give more. I get to do these fun, powerful masterclasses because it is my passion to share. You get to do more of what you love. If I was working still in my job that I used to work in and trying to grow my business and do a masterclass, my vibration might be a little different. And I used to run them when I was feeling that. But this, I woke up today going, yay, I'm running my masterclass today and feeling excited and expanded. And I sat and connected and I said, thank you so much, universe. Like, I'm so excited. And I know what needs to come through will come through for you guys. That is the powerful energy you get to move through. Then I go, oh, I'm going to birth a new program, and I get to sit with that and allow the creativity to move through. And then I say, what does my soul need? It needs a beach walk. It needs a massage, whatever I'm asking for. And I'm about to, go on an overseas trip, because that is what I'm co-creating with the universe, to design my life the way I want it to look. You get to decide right now that is what you're calling in. Who's ready to call that in? Who no longer is going to stay stuck? Yes. And is it okay if I run a bit over time today? I want to really hold space for you guys in this masterclass. So do I have permission to go a little bit over? All right, awesome. Amazing. Amazing. Love you guys. So I want you to get comfortable, and we're going to do a little exercise of visualization and connection and activation, because that is what you're here for, and this is my intention, to hold that space for you. So everyone, just put everything down, clear the mind, clear the space, and just taking some deep breaths, just feeling yourself grounded, ground your feet to earth, just letting go of everything else, just taking this time for you. And as you take some deep breaths, breathing in, and as you breathe out, just feel that relaxation going all through your body. And taking another deep breath. And as you breathe out, relaxing down even more. And now I want you to go way above where you are now, feeling yourself leave your body, go way up above and into the future. Into the future, where you've just woken up and you're in your most successful, abundant business, in the best year ever. You're in that. Amazing things are happening. I want you to feel the vibration of what you wake up to. I want you to look at your journal and see all the client bookings you have. I want you to check your emails and see all the gratitude from all the clients saying, thank you so much for the help you've given me, the transformations. So much gratitude from your clients of the help you've given them. I want you to feel that expansive energy of looking to the future and knowing there's even more to come for you, that you're only just starting in what's possible. And I want you to see a number written on in your journal of what you've just made, what's entered your bank account. Whatever that is for you. And I want you to feel that gratitude to the universe and know that you've just stepped into your highest timeline. Feel that expansiveness, feel your soul's truth. And then I want you to deeply sense or feel your guides around you, your higher self. And they can give you a gift, a word, whatever that is that you need to know to move forward. And now I want you to look back at the you today, the you sitting in that chair. I want you to feel love for her. What advice are you going to give her about moving forward? I want you to give her the biggest hug, send her so much love, because she's doing the best she can. I want you to energetically send her what she needs with your higher self, with your guides. Send her all the energy, the healing, the knowing, the activations. See her cells start rippling with abundance, with the knowing, with the wisdom, the crown opening up, her heart expanding to what's possible, sending her all that love, all that vibration, all that energy. And what is her next step? See her future spread out before her of what's possible. Send her so much love for all versions of her, past, present, that never believed in what she could do. And now I want you to drift back to the now. Feel yourself back in your body. Feel yourself back in the chair. And I want you to see that future stretched out before you. See the ripples of your knowing, of that highest guidance, that timeline opening up. Feel that expansion in your heart. And I want you to place your hands on your heart and just repeat out loud or in your mind, I am powerful. I am ready. And I'm deserving. I'm powerful. I'm ready. And I am deserving. And just feeling your energy back in your body, feeling that wisdom, your cells getting re-encoded to your highest timeline. And only when you're ready, opening your eyes and coming back in the room. Amazing. Who's feeling that shift? That shift of energy, that shift of knowing. I'd love you to share anything that's come through or any wisdom or and this is how you powerfully know what is possible because each one of you that connected, or if you struggled, that's okay. But you've got a feeling or a knowing that is your version that you're moving towards. And you are unapologetically doing that. So create whatever you need to say as a mantra, connect to the energy and unplug from those timelines that no longer serve you. They do not exist anymore. That is the old slave codes. We no longer plug into them. We are now embodied, powerful soulpreneurs ready for our highest timeline. And so it is. You're so welcome. You are so welcome. I'll do this daily. Amazing. Yeah. It's a frequency shift that is so powerful. This is something I've done on repeat that has shifted everything for me beyond all else that I do. Amazing, Bronwyn. Amazing. You're so welcome. Become addicted to your vision, your success, and your divine yes to the universe. Become so addicted to that vision that it has no choice but to materialize. When I was clearing the side of the cupboard and putting the gold, the red candle and the doves and then this and then that and doing all the things, did I meet my soulmate? No, I was just thinking I needed to follow steps. When I was trying to grow my business, going, I need to do this and it needs to put an offer like this and I need to post like this and I need to make sure this. Did I grow my business? When I frequency shifted to meet my soulmate, when I frequency shifted to call in this house, when I frequency shifted to go to Hawaii, all the things that happened to have 10K months, to have 10K days, I didn't ask for that one. I just knew there was a frequency shift coming. Whatever it is that you're calling in, whatever you know in your knowing, become addicted to that vision because then it has no choice but to materialize in the now. When I was homeless with 3 little kids and getting a food hamper from Goodwill, I remember going, this is not how my story ends. This is not my story. Because I knew there was a higher timeline that was waiting for me. I knew this was not our future. Because then I had a vision and knowing that I didn't just leave a marriage and take a leap to go worse. I knew that there was more for me and I was here to serve. That I was here to give back and one day tell my story. But that is the magic of who you are and what you're here to do. So whatever experiences you've been through are just to help you grow and shift out of the old. I had to go through that to learn about how the power of manifestation, the power of energetic shifting, the power of the universe, and how we get to co-create. So become now ready for that next level. So what are you going to call in right now? Does that feel different from before? Who feels like their vision's just shifted, their knowing's just shifted on a whole new level? I was so excited for today. I felt so like the energy was ramping up before I even switched the Zoom on. Who's feeling like, oh, my vision's just shifted? What I thought when I started, when you first said this, is now like a total different level of frequency. Whatever you're calling in your life, and I mean in your business, in your life, and so it is. It just is. Because you're saying, I no longer accept anything less than that standard. I no longer accept anything less than that standard. And that is how we co-create. And yes, after this, you can go, yeah, but look at my current reality. I don't have this or I don't have that. Keep that vision no matter what and do mantras, meditate, do whatever you need to shift the frequency. That is how the magic happens. That is how we move out of unpeeling the stickiness. Because sometimes we got to go through the swamp That's just to get you to the other side. That's on the other side of your comfort zone. So your why is the vibrational shift, just like kind of amazing Bronwyn, just like Lisa was saying before, your why you're doing this. You're not doing this to have 10K days or 14K days. You're doing this to have the transformation. You're doing this because you want to do what you love every day. You're doing this because that gets to be a high vibrational living when you get to choose how you create your day. And abundance gets you to do even more. Abundance, you can give away free things. You can have a team working for you. You can do more of what you love. You get to co-create and sit as a channel and birth creative projects because you're coming from a space of activation. You get to hire a cleaner. You get to give back. You get to travel and have new experiences, but your why is the stuff that's going to get you through the stickiness. This is something I tell my clients on repeat. When you start getting sticky and unstuck and in your mind, what's your why? Why are you doing this? That's the vibrational shift, not the how, not the doing, the why. So when you start anchoring in that and you get real clear, magic will happen. Because when I focus on service, when I focus on giving, when I focus on, I want you guys to walk away today with clarity and inspiration and connection. I want a shift to happen on a deep cellular level. When I turn up with that why, that's when the magic will happen for you. But if I turn up going, oh, my coach told me I need to do this, and then your energy starts contracting, or I'm scared, or then do you see the difference? Yeah. Focus on that. So what are you going to choose as a deliberate creator of your universe? When you start becoming a deliberate creator, you actually realize that you have all the power you need to create your reality and then co-create on repeat. And that is where you have sold out programs, clients on repeat, people magnetically drawn to you that you don't know where they came from. And you just get this on repeat. That's, you get to choose. So what are you going to choose? How are you going to set up and start moving forward before you're ready? Because your nervous system will collapse and go, how, why, where? Do it before you're ready. Become the energetic embodiment. So growth, freedom, and abundance are on the other side of your comfort zone. That's how we move through to co-create six-figure months and beyond. But that growth, that unsticking that we talked about, that freedom in abundance is on the other side of playing safe, of doing what you've always done, of coloring in the lines, of hitting the ceiling, of staying in the boundaries, not wanting to upset anyone or worrying about what others will think, or comparisonitis online, like comparing yourself. Oh, but look how amazing she's doing. We all started at ground zero, believe it or not. And if you look at it, we're all babies born into the world nude, seriously. We're all equal. Doesn't matter what your story happened after that, you're a pure being that was born. But we're all started at ground zero. We all started with zero clients. We all start with wondering what our purpose is. And some of us, if you're anything like me, started at pretty much zero in the bank, like rock bottom zero. And then I did those intuitive nudges. I took the leaps. I invested in myself. I went all in on study. I went, you know what? I need a coach and I'm investing. Before I was ready, it freaked me out. My nervous system had a meltdown, but I was like, this is my intuitive knowing. It's all on the other side of playing safe. Who's been playing safe? Who now can own it? And goes, you know what? I just realized I was still like in my boundary, my confines. I was hitting the boundary still. It's okay to own up. If you don't want to share, that's okay. Yeah. Good. Own it. Just go, oh, I've just realized I've been playing safe. Yes, Lisa. It's like, you know, you've got something powerful to give the world, but you're still playing small. It's still that. So are you the 1% to take the leap? Because believe it or not, a lot of beautiful empaths, healers, light workers get caught up in not getting the clients, in not being seen, in still being the best kept secret. How many of you know that if you had clients on repeat, the difference you would make on the planet? The ripple effect that when you get someone in the room or on Zoom, you know that you can help them. You know that you can give a shift. But are you going to be the 1% that actually rises up, that goes all in? Or are you still going to play safe? So start making decisions as if your timeline's guaranteed. That next level of you saw before, that highest timeline, that version, start making decisions like it's already happened. So if success is guaranteed, what are you going to do differently right now? How are you going to move forward? Like, I remember going, you know what? I'm going to start living my life now because I realized I'd pressed a bit of pause on waiting for that soulmate. So I booked that plane ticket to Perth and I went on a solo trip and it was the best gift I gave myself. And then, believe it or not, 2 months to the day I met him, I actually did a talk at a workshop on being consciously single. Because I went, yeah, I'm calling him in. I can feel his energy. I know he's there. And a week before I met him, I had a meltdown because I knew he was right there. But I went, you know what? I'm going to live my best life today. So if you start doing that now in your business, in your life, in your vibration, how much is life going to shift for you? It has no choice but to. Because I went, I can wait for him and press pause, or I can start living my best life today and talking about the things that are in my current reality. It was a good talk, by the way. So abundance, your freedom, your impact on the planet is on the other side of your comfort zone. For some of you, you are going to need to shift. And for some of you after today, you're going to be a bit uncomfortable in your growth. But on the other side of growth is change. What do they say? Change precedes, I'm not going to quote anyone, but it's like before the shift, we go through the change and growth. And that can sometimes, that's the uneasy part where people want to run away and shut down. And I see my clients moving through that and hold space for that's where you're heading, keep your eye there. This is going to be uncomfortable. I remember my first client like it was yesterday. Who remembers their first client? I wish I could write them an apology. I was so nervous. I wasn't focusing on service. I was actually freaking out and my nervous system was having a meltdown. But I look back and go, that was pretty powerful. That was a big move of setting up my room, of getting my client in, of doing all the things. And that was the start of so much more, of so many more clients to come. But if you could know that that next level you just tuned into already exists, what would you be doing differently right now? What's that leap you would be taking? Because she's already doing it. As a multidimensional being, you are already at your next level. You're just bringing it into your reality. Like Nicole, you're already with your soulmate. It already exists in another dimension. You're just bringing it into today. It's no different. When I look back, I go, wow, what was she worried about? She created everything anyway. I did it. So either way, you're going to arrive there. What version of you wants to arrive there? The stressed out, overwhelmed, disconnected, or the embodied, heart-led, expanded version? I know which one I'd choose. That's the one you want that co-creates magic on repeat. That's the one that is expansive, that channels, that is creative, that deeply connects. That's where the wisdom happens. So your choices right now and every day, whatever you choose, is the portal into your new timeline, that next level version of you. So whatever you're choosing from this moment, and we all have blah, we're human, so don't be hard on yourself if you go like this. Who has them? And we're energetic beings, so seriously, I think sometimes we feel on a world level and don't always realize it. But your choices every day is what activates that timeline, and you've got to choose it on repeat every day. So anchor that timeline in daily, anchor that knowing, that vision, that choice. And that is what I did, even when my current reality didn't point to it. Because my current reality back then was a TV on a crate that was donated to me because someone had a house fire, a fire in a hotel room on Valentine's Day, and it burnt. So it smelled smoky, and the builder goes, "Oh, I just got a free TV. Do you want it?" Okay, so I put it on a crate. We had bean bags, but you know what? We still had things. But that reality of me, I could have gone, "Oh, this is as far as I'm going to get." But I went, "No, no, that's my vision, and I don't want my boys to suffer." So I had a vision and a knowing, and I moved towards that no matter what. That is the magic of what you get to co-create. So the vortex is the place where magic happens on repeat. And the vortex is the place where you're co-creating, but it can sometimes feel like, how do you describe it? It's the whirling, it's before it happens. So the vortex is where you're still channeling programs or offers, or you're still in the energetic expansion. This is where the magic happens because you're actually co-creating with the universe. You're stepping into magic and you're getting ready for expansiveness. So if you're in the vortex right now, this is the magic. Enjoy it. You don't have to have it all figured out. Take the pressure off yourself. Who feels relief from that? It's like, oh. It's like just knowing you don't have to have it all figured out. You've got up there helping you. But the vortex is the magic. So when I'm in the vortex, that's when I'm listening to my intuition. I'm moving in a way that feels aligned. I'm following that innate guidance. I'm co-creating with others that are helping me on my path. That is the magic. So when we are building businesses and a six-figure business, it is 80% energy, frequency, and activation. Who can see that now? The how is not my problem. Yeah, big time. 20% is strategy. So you do need strategy to grow a business, something I learned. I was just copying, pasting memes back in the day and a little bit of offers here and there. But the energetic frequency and activation is super crucial because that is what co-creates a business. And then you need strategy. So you need to know the steps of how do I get there? What's the next steps? So I want you to ask yourself and know this in your soul that if success is a choice and it's guaranteed, how would you be moving forward right now? What are the choices you would be making if it's already done? It already exists. So how would that be different for you leaping forward? What would you be doing differently? What would you be doing every day? What are the offers you'd put out? Because you already know they're going to land. And if they don't, you just do it again. You get to choose. So after you plug into that new timeline, you're lifting your vibration, you're working daily on connecting to that next level. Your cells will be coded and re-encoded to create your physical reality. It has no choice. Once you activate the quantum field of infinite potential and you collapse all timelines, your cells will be upgraded and re-encoded to receive. And you start activating and unlocking your wealth codes and your abundance codes and your purpose and your mission. All the codes are there to be unlocked. And sometimes people go, yeah, but how do I unlock them? It's not, you unlock them by activating the quantum, by activating your highest timeline, by unplugging from outdated beliefs and outdated programs that are running. Then you're filling your cells with light. Who knows when they meditate or you've been to a group meditation and you just feel so expanded and light and fluffy and you just go, oh, that was amazing. I just feel like, or you've been for a massage or, you know, that feeling? That's when you're filling your cells with light or you feel like you've just, had the best download from spirit and you're feeling connected, channels open. That's when you're re-encoding your cells. That's when you're filling them with light. That's when you're expanding to receive. So we either expand or we contract. And when you're in expansiveness and you do that daily, you're going to be upgrading your DNA because we're here to release the outdated programs and re-encode the new, and then magic will happen on repeat. Does that make sense? This is when you co-create a new reality and it gets to be brought into the current reality. So you're just moving something that already exists in the quantum, you're updating your cells, and then you're bringing it into the now. And that is the magic that happens on repeat. And I get to see physical evidence of that in my current reality, but I connected deeply to it, and it was guaranteed before I had evidence. I knew it existed. I was like, this is what I'm calling in. This is what I can see. This is what I feel. And this is my next level that is happening. And always surround yourself with people who light the path for you. Surround yourself with people who illuminate the path for you, who help you expand, who push you to that next level. Because how good does it feel when you're with your soul tribe? Like, I love the amazing souls I get to work with and connect to. Everyone that's in my world, and I can see a few of you, I'm like, I love co-creating magic because you guys are my soul tribe and you guys here are my soul tribe. Like, how magic we get to connect to people. And this illuminates the path even more because then you go, I see it more clearly. Who feels inspired just from this? Like the magic that happens. So when you get to co-create and be in containers with people that are your soul tribe, and when you start working with more clients and bringing more clients in, and if you're already working with clients, building on that, that's when you start feeling that magic. Who gets like lit up when they have their clients? Who feels like, oh, that was amazing. I just want more of that. I want more of that. Yeah, it's amazing. Like you just feel so switched on. I get to do this and I love connection and I love connecting to my soul tribe because I see the magic happen and the shift within each of you. And then that ripple effect is you go on to help others and then expand into your abundance. That is my magic. And you get to then do that too. This is the fun part of this is where no matter what happens out there with our friends, with our family, with the bigger world, when we have this, we become invincible because this year is about community. We're not meant to be doing it alone. That's boring. The solo, what do we call it? The solo light worker that used to, past life us that had to live in the forest and hide our gifts. We don't have to do that anymore, but we become more powerful in tribes. Who knows that? It's like, yeah, we get to expand. Magic gets to happen. So you get to believe in your ability, believe in what's possible, decide that it's going to happen and become it. So what is your next level before you're even ready? What is your next level before you're ready? Because when you start believing, deciding, become, you get to leap before you're ready. What is that thing you need to put out there? And this is the magic of the work I do. And I love hearing from clients how I've changed their life. That vision of, and this is what will happen for you when people contact you going, thank you so much. I love receiving feedback from masterclasses, from everything I do, because I know the impact. And when people work with me, this is the magic that I see happen on threefold, on repeat. And then they just keep growing and scaling because magic happens when you're around your tribe. So the quantum expansion, your soul strategy, and your deep activations are the keys to unlock your abundance on repeat. When you start moving into the quantum field, when you start expanding your energy, when you understand aligned strategy, that's the keys that will unlock your abundance, your freedom, your impact, and it will happen on repeat. So quantum expansion, as we've talked about, you become a magnet for all that's possible. So you're anchoring in your soul codes. You're moving into the timeline of soul-aligned quantum frequency and abundance. You're activating the next level on your repeat. Because I guarantee who's manifested and brought something into their reality and then they're ready for the next thing. If you want sold out programs and clients on repeat, I guarantee when you get there, you'll be ready for the next thing. You are constantly going to expand. That may seem implausible now, but it's a reality, trust me. It's like, yeah, you'll be like, okay, and who got their first few clients? And they went, actually, I need more. I want more. Not need more. I want more because I love doing this. And then you're like, how do I get more clients? And then it becomes sticky because we're focused on the lack. That's where the magic starts happening. So the soul strategy is where you're putting out your energetic and alignment and you're creating magnetic offers that shift everything that you know are going to grow your business, but your business will grow to six figures because you're doing what you love on repeat, because you're reaching the people you need to reach, and you're doing it in a way that feels aligned to who you are and congruent with your soul. It doesn't feel misaligned. And deep activations, we've done some activation work here today, but there is so much more. That's where you really reach into that success mindset to go beyond the realms, to deeply shift and activate into your multidimensional timeline. This is where the magic happens on repeat. Who's ready to activate? And what happens is you will effortlessly start creating connections to your soul tribe. You will align to your soul clients. They will just see you. And then you have sold out offers on repeat because you're reaching the people you need to reach as that next level version of you. You will co-create with the universe. Who's feeling that alignment on such a deep level now going, I feel like I just want to I don't know what I've been doing, but that's why we're running it in January. So this can create the quantum shift you need today to get ready to just leap. I'm so excited for each of you and what's possible. I see it in your energy. So who would like to know a way to continue the journey together? Who's interested to find out more? Just give me a yes if you're ready. Who's like, yeah, I'd love to know or what do I do that can help you continue this on repeat? Who's loving this energy? It's like, oh, it'd be nice to know how to do this on another level. So I have an amazing offer for those that are ready and go, you know what? I'm loving what you're saying. I want more of this. And that's 3 months access to my Soul Warrior Business Activation Program. And I know a couple of you here today are already signed up. I can't wait. You're going to align to your soul purpose and mission, learn magnetic marketing, how to attract your soul clients on repeat, really activate that abundance and align to your soul-led offering. So it's not what's your offer, it's get clear on what that is. Having consistency in your business, just like all of your life needs consistency, and really connect to your authentic offering and so much more. So this is 3-month program. This is where we set your foundations up to grow and scale. So wherever you're at, think about you grow and scale, and then you do that on repeat. This is all the things that help me get to where I am. The energetics, the strategy, the expansive work, the connection. We will do 2 live calls, like a Q&A. You get 1 session with me where we dive deep and really look at where are you at, what's happening, and develop a strategy, but also break through that conditioning, whatever's holding you back. You get a Facebook group, unlimited support, and an online portal. Plus, you get a program of 6 weeks Intuitively You to really help you anchor in and connect deeply to your innate intuition. This helps you expand and start growing your channel and all the things that I did to really develop my psychic channel and to really hear and connect to my guides on a deep level. Because I had the connection, but I went on the journey of discovery, and I've put all this into a program to help others. And this is a bonus because I really think when you're growing a soul-led business, your wisdom, your innate intuition is so important. Who's feeling me? So this program is 2222, or I have an extended payment plan of 5 months of only $448 a month, or like 224 a fortnight. And you'll get to work with me, expand and grow your business. Plus you get some other amazing souls. So what I'm going to do is, so for me to really connect deeply to clients and bring you into that, complete an application form if this feels aligned, because I want to make sure we're the right fit for people to really come into my world, to anchor in their energy. Fill out the form is speaking to you. I'm going to cough, of course. And we can have a chat and just make sure this is really the leap you're ready for, because it has to be a full body. And I know some of you are still struggling with that, like going, I don't know, I've signed up, but am I ready? I want to make sure that we're a right fit, that I can really help you grow your business. So there's the form in the chat if it feels right. And I've got a special offer because I love giving back. If you can be one of the first 5, I've only got 5 here today, you'll get a 30-minute next level activation session with me. And these are gold, where you get my eyes on your business. You can ask me anything and I'll give you my guidance to help you move forward. These are valued at 222. So if you go, you know what, I don't think I'm ready for the program, but I really want someone I want to connect in and see what's possible, and someone connect to my highest timeline, I'll put the link for that as well. Of course, I'm going to start coughing. Too much talking, I do. I'll just get the link for that one. How's everyone feeling now? And if anyone wants to come off mute and share anything, they can. To Zoom. So this is the link, gorgeous souls. How much? Oh, we did not too bad in time. That's the link if you go, you know what, I'd love one of those calls because I really feel like you're speaking my language and I'd love to dive deeper into where I'm at. But I just want to thank you all for being brave souls, for moving out of your comfort zone, for shining a light in the world, and for really going all in on your soul and what you're here to do. And I know from this comes a bit of, you know, whatever you need to shift through will happen. Be kind to yourself, whatever comes from here. But I'd love to hear a word of how you're feeling now, out of 10 where you're at. Just ramp up the energy. Let me know what's the shift, you know, who's feeling shifted just from this time we've spent together. Amazing, Jem. I'm excited to work with you. I'm like, oh, you're going to love the next level. It's like magic's going to happen. Who's feeling a shift just from this time together and knows that, yeah, they're going to really start anchoring in that next level, that vision, that knowing. And I'd love to hear in the comments how you're feeling out of 10. Give me a word, give me a feeling. I love the vibes of connection. And I just want to thank you so much for spending time this morning together. And have an amazing weekend, whatever's coming up. In Adelaide, we've got some really hot weather coming in. I'm like, it's going to be crazy. Oh, you feel calm. I love that. Motivated and empowered. How beautiful. 10. Yeah, Nicole. Amazing. Thank you. Enjoyed it. You are so welcome. Thank you so much from my soul to each of you. I just love sharing and love connecting on such a deep level. And I'm excited to hear how you all go. And sending you love. Enjoy the rest of your day. You're amazing, each one of you. Bye.